2. The pattern and the practice. Our lives follow a pattern. For most of us, that pattern was set a long time ago. We chose to embrace a story about compliance and convenience, the search for status in a world constrained by scarcity. The industrial economy demands it. It prods us to consumption and obedience. We trust the system and the people we work for to give us what we need, as long as we're willing to continue down the path they've set out for us. We were all brainwashed from a very early age to accept this dynamic and to be part of it. The deal is simple. Follow the steps and you'll get the outcome the system promised you. It might not be easy, but with effort, just about anyone can do it. So we focus on the outcome because that's how we know we followed the steps properly. The industrial system that brainwashed us demands that we focus on outcomes to prove we followed the recipe. That priority makes sense if the reliable, predictable outcome really matters and the payoff is truly guaranteed. But what happens when your world changes? Suddenly, you don't always get what was guaranteed. And the tasks you're asked to do just aren't as engaging as you'd like them to be. The emptiness of the bargain is now obvious. You were busy sacrificing your heart and your soul for prizes, but the prizes aren't coming as regularly as promised. The important work, the work we really want to do, doesn't come with a recipe. It follows a different pattern. This practice is available to us, not as a quick substitute, a recipe that's guaranteed to return results, but as a practice. It is a persistent, stepwise approach that we pursue for its own sake, and not because we want anything guaranteed in return. The recipe for recipes is straightforward. Good ingredients, mais simple, attention to detail, heat, finish. You do them in order. But when we create something for the first time, it's not as linear, not easily written down. This new practice takes leadership, a creative contribution, something that not just anyone can produce. Something that might not work, but that might be worth pursuing. It's often called art. The industrial system we all live in is outcome-based. It's about guaranteed productivity in exchange for soul-numbing, pre-directed labor. But if we choose to look for it, there's a different journey available to us. This is the path followed by those who seek change, who want to make things better. It's a path defined by resilience and generosity. It's outward focused, but not dependent on reassurance or applause. Creativity doesn't repeat itself. It can't. But the creative journey still follows a pattern. It's a practice of growth and connection, of service and daring. It's also a practice of selflessness and ego in an endless dance. The practice exists for writers and leaders, for teachers and painters. It's grounded in the real world, a process that takes us where we hope to go. This practice is a journey without an external boss, because there's no one in charge. This path requires us to trust ourselves, and more importantly, ourselves instead. The Bhagavad Gita says, "It is better to follow your own path, however imperfectly, than to follow someone else's perfectly." Consider the people who have found their voice and made a real impact. Their paths always differ, but their practices overlap in many ways. At the heart of the creative's practice is trust, the difficult journey to trust in yourself, the often hidden self, the unique human each of us lives with. See the pattern, find the practice, and you can begin to live the process of making magic. Your magic. The magic that we need right now.